The show tonight is called Mother. As I said, it's a sitcom table read written by Joel Madison. I've directed tonight, directed by Todd Felderstein. And let me introduce you our cast. So we have Ellen Gerstein, who's playing Lorraine. Come on in, Ellen. And we have Brenda Hamilton as GAIL. We have Jon Arkin as Barry. Where's Jon? There's Jon. All right. Aly Pangaro as Hannah. Where's our Aly? All right. Raajeev Aggerwhil as Mr. SANJEEV. Marie Broderick as Margery. Jennifer Lassalette as Mary Lou. And Jorie Janeway as Miss THORP. And of course, we have our own Joel Madison, who's also the writer who's reading stage directions. All right, guys, if you could turn off your cameras and we will get rolling.
Cold open, fade in. Interior kitchen, living room, evening. A nice kitchen, family room combo. Toys are strewn around the room. A family computer is just off the kitchen. This is the home of Barry and GAIL Sherman. Barry and GAIL sit looking at the computer.
I ran the numbers. Here they are.
It's a spreadsheet. It might as well be Greek. What does it mean in English?
Okay, in English. This is our monthly cash flow with you not going back to work, taking care of the kids full time, and us paying all your mother's expenses, rent, groceries, etc.
Ugh, it doesn't look like any extra money for a vacation or all the extra alcohol I'll need being a stay-at-home mom. Next.
Okay, here's the numbers with you going back to work, us getting full-time childcare, and again, paying all your mother's bills.
Those are even uglier numbers. I'm no math whiz, but that looks like a lot of negative cash flow.
Do not sell yourself short. You might just be a math whiz. That is negative cash flow, and as you can see, it is a heavy flow. We would be broke by year 2.
Maybe you allowed too much for mom's groceries.
I used 1,500 calories a day.
Oh, fine. Okay, I'm ready. What's the bad news? Show me what I don't want to know.
These are the numbers with your mother living here and taking care of the kids while you're at work.
Positive cash flow. Damn, why does it look so good on paper, yet it makes me want to cry?
It won't be that bad having Lorraine here.
And you're sure we can't call the casino and see if they'll refund any of the money she lost? Even if we got half back, she could stay in her own place.
It's not ideal, but you know, in many Asian societies, the generations live together, take care of each other. It promotes respect and other stuff.
There are also Inuit societies that put the elderly on ice floes and just wave goodbye. We really should explore all our options.
It's so good with little M, and Hannah loves her.
She loves anyone that will buy her Pokemon cards. We need to have that talking to strangers talk with her again.
It's going to be fine with her here.
There's something wrong with the toilet back there. It's nice if you like camping, running 2 miles holding your gut.
I'll call the plumber tomorrow.
How you people call that place a guest house is beyond me.
We don't park the cars in there anymore, Mother. It's a guest house.
How do you live in all this? I mean, people are gonna think pigs live here. You might think it's funny, but I'm serious. Also, Barry, could you look up on the computer and get some information on iron in the blood? I think I may have iron in the blood. And I don't have energy I used to. And my bones hurt. Maybe look up bones hurting. Does that computer have that?
Mother, you should see a doctor.
Doctors? What the hell do they know? You know what they call the person that graduates last in medical school? Doctor. Besides, I'm fine. It's just my bones. Oh, and the cable is fuzzy back there. Why is the cable fuzzy?
I'll take a look at it.
Lorraine starts to exit to the bathroom.
Hard enough to watch that small TV you have back there without it being fuzzy.
What's with her bones?
Her bones are fine. It's all the stuff wrapped around them. That's the problem.
I'll go have a look at the TV.
Pigs! Pigs live here.
First, let's run the numbers again. Use 1,000 calories a day. She's small enough. She doesn't need that much food.
Great idea.
They go back to the computer. Act 1, interior kitchen, living room, morning. Gail in a business suit is on the phone. Little Emily, 10 months old, sits in a high chair. Barry, dressed in sweats, enters with a bike.
I'm really looking forward to saving the environment and getting that extra bonus for not driving.
Hannah, a cute 10-year-old, enters glued to her iPhone. Gail hangs up the phone and begins preparing breakfast and the baby bag.
Dad, I need $20 for an app.
What's the app?
Dragonville. It's for school.
For school.
Well, for after school.
I'll think about it.
I'm 10, Dad. I know that's code for no.
When did you get so smart?
Last year.
Hannah grabs a piece of toast.
You haven't ridden your bike in like 10 years.
The old adage about riding a bike was about riding a bike. I'm not going to fall off. And with the extra bonus, we might be able to take a one-day vacation, which is better than nothing.
Barry exits out the front as Lorraine enters from the back. She gives the kids a hug and kiss.
Morning, Grandma.
Morning, everyone. Hannah, can you go get Grandma a quilt for her room?
Fine.
Mother, is there something wrong with the heater back there?
No, it's fine. The quilt is for that thin mattress. But I guess a rollaway makes more sense. You know, when I'm dead, you can just roll me right out.
Mother, don't say things like that.
What did I say?
Forget it. Mom, I don't need you to watch Emily until later this morning. I'm taking her to Sunny Day Preschool to check it out. I really hope they have room for Emily. They don't take just anyone.
The kid is not even 1 yet.
I've got to get her on the list to get in when she's 3.
Ugh.
I'll drop her back off before I go to work.
God, you people and your preschools, complete waste of money. I mean, half those kids are biters at their age. God knows you were. I still have the scars.
Mother, the plumber is coming this afternoon. It wasn't easy to find one that could get here today, but I did.
Plumber? What's with a plumber?
The toilet back there.
I just jiggled the handle. It's fine. You panic too much. You think being a mother, you learn not to panic so much.
I will cancel the plumber.
Hannah enters with the quilt.
Thank you, Hannah.
Hannah sits back down at the table. Barry re-enters with his bicycle.
Oh. I may need to work my way up to this. I barely made it a block. The hill on Irving doesn't look that tough when you're in the car.
Getting some exercise? I should have exercised when I was young. I wouldn't be falling apart now. Oh, what did the internet say about my bones?
Oh, sorry, I haven't gotten to it yet.
Oh, you always seem to be on that computer, so I just thought it wouldn't be too much trouble. But you're better off exercising. You're getting a little flanky.
Mother, Barry wasn't exercising. He's getting a bonus for lowering his carbon footprint.
Global warming? Ugh, I'm so sick of those goofball scientists. The glaciers are melting. Well, so are my bones.
Mother, the scientists say...
Scientists, please! It's cyclical. Every 10 million years, the Earth warms up. No one knows why. Put on some shorts, leave me alone.
Yeah, honey, you know what they call the person who graduates last in scientist school? Scientist.
Oh, ha. Make jokes, Barry. Really, you two have to stop believing everything you hear on TV. Okay, Hannah, come on, hurry up.
Lorraine heads to the door. Hannah joins her.
We still can catch the last half of Sean Hannity.
Well, it's good for the kids to read different sides of things.
Scientist school? You were mocking my mother.
She said I was flanky.
She's not wrong.
Interior kitchen living room later. Gail is getting dinner ready. Barry is sampling the food.
Hey, I talked with Marjorie. We can get her sister's housekeeper once a week if you think we can afford it.
Well, we can't afford to have people think pigs live here, so.
By the way, we need to put the toilet locks back on the toilets. Emily took 7 steps today.
And you figure it's 8 to the toilet, then splash.
He grabs the toilet locks and heads to the bathroom.
Mother is home.
I keep moving the trash cans and she keeps hitting them.
Barry heads to the bathroom. Interior car, same. Lorraine is driving. Hannah is in the back seat eating ice cream and glued to her iPhone. Emily is in her baby seat.
Damn, I told your father 100 times to move those trash cans. Oops. Don't tell your father I said damn.
I won't.
Oh, good girl. And remember, we don't tell that Grandma got a speeding ticket and set the F word to the policeman. Your mom and dad might ask Grandma to move out. Hey, do you still like Pokemon cards?
It's Pokemon, not man. And I don't. But I could use $20 for an app. It's called Aggerwhil.
Oh, I think Grandma could get you a new app.
Interior kitchen living room moments later. GAIL is now setting the table as Barry enters the room, wiping his hands on a towel.
I'm gonna need a new watch. Turns out this one is not waterproof.
Lorraine enters carrying Emily with Hannah on their heels.
Traffic was horrible. I'm banning that mall. Ugh, madness, sheer madness.
Go wash up for dinner, Hannah.
Ugh.
Barry, I don't mean to harp about it, but you really need to move those trash cans.
Maybe we should just put them in the neighbor's yard.
Yeah, well, that's where they are now.
Oh, that could be Miss Thorpe from the preschool. Cross your fingers.
Preschool again. God forbid you let the kid be a kid.
Lorraine
Hello?
heads to the bathroom.
Hello? Oh, hi, Marjorie. No, I thought you might be the preschool. Oh, well, that's good. Her sister's housekeeper is free tomorrow.
Oh, for God's sakes! I can't get the toilet open. I got 30 seconds before something very unpleasant's going to happen.
Gotta go. We have an emergency.
Interior kitchen living room later. GAIL is clearing the dishes as Barry, Lorraine, and Hannah start on dessert. Lorraine's homemade cake.
This cake is fantastic, Lorraine.
It's dry. I could really bake when I was younger. Hard to stir the batter when you have bad bones. Wish I knew what caused that.
Hey, why don't I find out?
Thank you, Harry. You're my favorite son-in-law.
Barry heads to the computer.
Oh, thanks, Grandma. I've got dragons to capture.
Did you buy her that app she's been bugging us about?
Can't a grandma spoil her granddaughter?
I suppose. Mother, you hardly ate any dinner. Are you okay?
Ooh, I don't want to fill up. I'd hate to have to make a mad dash out to the back house or have an accident trying to unlock the toilets in here.
Mother, the child locks are easy to unlatch.
I'll show you again.
No, it's fine. You want to lock your toilets? Lock them. We never had locks and you never fell in. But yeah, I suppose it's different today.
It's not different. You just...
At the back door, we see Marjorie. Marjorie opens the door and enters.
Hope I'm not disturbing.
Lorraine gets up to greet her.
Marjorie, my favorite neighbor. How are you? You know, you're looking good. If they had a neighborhood beauty pageant, you would surely win.
Stuff it, Lorraine. Although compliments will get you everywhere.
I'm serious. You are a natural beauty. You know, you don't need all that makeup and Botox like the other women your age.
GAIL, you have got the greatest mother in the world.
Yep, lucky me.
Marjorie, sit. You're just in time for some cake and coffee. Homemade. One of the best ones I've ever made in years.
Not at all dry.
Maybe just for a minute. GAIL, I brought over the list of cleaning stuff the housekeeper likes to use.
Wait, what's this?
We hired a housekeeper. She's going to be coming here once a week.
Oh, Marjorie, you're a savior. An absolute savior. I mean, come on, look at this place. GAIL she could have some help.
Sorry. Got something up at the house. Adjusting to being a single parent, not easy at all.
Well, if anyone can do it, you can. And I'm going to get you some cake to go.
Oh.
And the door is open if you need.
Thank you truly, Lorraine. It's been so terribly difficult.
Yeah.
They hug and we watch Marjorie leave.
Whew. There's one duckling that'll never made it to Swan.
Mother!
Would it kill the woman to put on some lipstick?
How can you say a thing like that?
I'm just saying. Maybe if she fixed herself up once in a while, her husband wouldn't have left her.
Mother, he died.
Suicide. I say that's leaving. And you might want to put a fence around the yard to keep her from coming in here whenever she wants.
I'm going to put that on the list of home improvements.
Oh, you think I'm joking? I'm not. I'm tired. I'm going to bed.
Lorraine heads to the back door.
Night, Mom.
Good night, Lorraine.
Oh, and if you're going to have a housekeeper, just be aware they all steal. Hey, maybe put anything valuable in the toilets.
Good one, Lorraine.
Thanks. Good night.
Why do you encourage her?
It was a good joke.
She was being serious.
It's really hard to tell.
That's what I grew up with. Hello? Oh, yeah. Really? Okay. That was the preschool. Emily's been rejected.
Fade out, end of Act 1. Act 2, interior kitchen, living room, morning. It is rainy morning. GAIL is again on the phone, dressed in business attire. Emily is in the high chair, and Hannah is at the table on her phone. Barry enters with his bike. He is wet.
Made it 5 miles before the rain started. No bonus today.
Barry grabs some toast. GAIL is staring off.
What are we going to do about Emily? She's going to be educationally impaired.
Can't we just put her where Hannah went?
Well, that place was terrible. All she learned how to do was kick and spit. It was a big waste of time.
I don't know. Those skills come in handy at the office.
Lorraine enters from the back. She is in a big hurry, moving fast.
Finish your breakfast, Hannah. We have to get going. It's freezing out there. Can't be more than 57 degrees.
Still have time.
Oh, people drive like imbeciles in the rain. We need all the extra time we can get, so hurry, hurry, hurry. Who would have thought it could even get this cold this time of year?
Point taken, Mother. Global warming is all a myth. It's all made up, a fairy tale for stupid liberals.
What? I'm just commenting on the weather. Jeez, I make one comment. Oh, you jump all over me. Hannah, come on.
Lorraine grabs Emily as Hannah gets her stuff.
Okay, Mother, I didn't mean to jump on you. It's just this preschool thing is driving me nuts.
Don't worry about it. Come on, Hannah. Early bird catches the worm.
That's really dumb.
Oh, let's go. Hurry, hurry, hurry.
Hannah gets her raincoat on. Lorraine puts her coat on, and they quickly exit.
Wow, your mom was sure in a rush to get out of here.
And she didn't have hardly anything snide to say. I wonder what's gotten into her.
Don't question it, just enjoy it.
Interior traffic school later, a medium-sized room with about 20 people of various shapes and sizes. The instructor, Mr. SANJEEV, is at the front. There is a large banner in the front that reads Comedy Traffic School.
Okay, welcome to Comedy Traffic School. I am Mr. SANJEEV. Here is a good joke to start out with. A monkey.
I wouldn't believe how hard it was to find a parking space.
Hello, excuse me, ma'am. I'm sorry, you can't bring a baby in here.
Well, I could have leave her in the car, but you people would probably give me a ticket for that too. That was a joke. The sign says Comedy Traffic School. Did anyone else get a ticket in front of the mall?
8 people raise their hands.
It's a damn speed trap, and you, sir, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah, you should be ashamed.
What's going on here with that?
Hey guys, I don't have anything to do with the ticketing. I just teach the class.
Oh, right. And there wouldn't need so many classes if there wasn't a speed trap giving innocent people tickets. Oh, I see how it all works. Mhm.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
One has nothing to do with the other. I don't set these things up.
Well, it seems very fishy to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
fishing.
Now, class, please, if you would like to protest your ticket, this is not the forum. At the end of the day, I sign your forms and the ticket does not show up on your record. That is all.
Oh, okay. Maybe he's right. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm willing to do that. What do you say, everyone?
Sure, yeah.
All right, fine.
Sure.
Thank you. But you still can't have a baby in here. So if you don't leave, I cannot start. And these people will not be able to complete the course and have their tickets erased.
Okay, fine. Comedy Traffic School? This whole thing's a joke.
Interior kitchen, living room later. Lorraine enters with Emily. The housekeeper, Mary Lou, 40s, is in the kitchen cleaning. Lorraine is shocked to see a strange woman in the house. She starts to dig in her purse for her phone.
911! 911!
Why are you screaming 911?
That's the number I'm gonna call if I can't find my damn phone. Give me a second.
Oh, you figured I broke in here to clean?
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're that lady they hired.
Yeah. Okay, you're Mrs. Sherman's mother. Yeah, they told me about you. Now, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna get back to work.
Well, this is perfect. Here, watch little Emily, because I need to go somewhere, and if I leave now, I might be able to get credit for the whole day.
No, I'm just here to clean.
Don't worry, I'm gonna pay you a little extra.
No, I am not good with kids.
Now, it won't be any trouble. I mean, she doesn't talk, she barely walks. They lock the toilet, she can't fall in.
Seriously, do not leave that child with me.
I'm desperate. I need to get back to traffic school. Apparently, little Emily wasn't funny enough to get in. It's all rigged.
What?
Ugh, forget it. What am I gonna do? Traffic school, what a racket.
Why don't you just do it online?
What? They have traffic school on the computer?
They got everything on the computer.
And you know how to work the computer?
Interior kitchen living room later. Lorraine is playing and singing with Emily. The place is sort of a mess. Gail and Barry enter. Gail looks around. The place doesn't look much cleaner than when she left. Barry hugs the kids and he sits down at the computer.
The house is still a mess. It doesn't look like Mary Lou did anything.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. Come on, the place looks 100 times better. Look at that over there.
There's still dust everywhere. You were here, Mother. What was she doing all day?
Cleaning, what else?
I don't get it. Marjorie spoke so highly of Mary Lou, but I think we're going to have to fire her.
You'd actually fire that poor woman? Did you know she has 2 sons who fought in Iraq? Both suffer from PTSD, and her husband is going through chemo for a very rare form of cancer, and she herself has hearing loss. I mean, she works 2 jobs just to make ends meet, and you want to fire her for not finishing what would have taken 10 people a week to do? Ooh, Gail, I'm ashamed of you.
Well, maybe you're right. I should give her a second chance. I mean, she seems so nice. There was a pretty big mess.
Barry sees a traffic school screen appear on the computer.
Traffic school? Who's been online to traffic school?
What?
Maybe your internet is broken.
Gail comes around to join him at the computer. Barry does a few more keystrokes and we see Lorraine's name on the form. Gail and Barry just look over at Lorraine.
Mother, did you fill this out?
You got a speeding ticket?
That Mary Lou might have hacked your computer. You know, we probably should fire her.
Fade out, end of Act 2. Act 3, we fade in. Interior kitchen living room. Barry, Gail, and Lorraine are at the computer. Hannah has re-entered and is grabbing something out of the refrigerator.
You got a ticket? A speeding ticket? Were the kids in the car with you?
Now, don't get excited. That online traffic took it off my record. I mean, it's like it's never happened.
That's not the point. Hannah, were you in the car when Grandma got a ticket?
I don't know, and I'm not giving the app back.
Look,
Lorraine heads to the back.
I'll tell you one thing. There should be some law against people spying on what other people do on a computer. And for another, it was a speed trap.
I cannot believe she was speeding with the kids in the car. Then she bribed Hannah not to say anything.
I better have a talk with Hannah. If she's going to take a bribe, then she needs to hold out for a bigger payday.
Barry!
Interior kitchen living room morning. Gail is feeding Emily. Lorraine enters.
Mother, we really have to talk about what happened yesterday.
Yeah, for God's sake, I got a speeding ticket. It's not the end of the world.
Not the ticket. Hannah told me you bought her that app so that she would lie about what happened.
I did not tell that girl to lie. I made her promise not to tell. Now, there's a difference.
Barry, dressed in sweats, enters with his bike. He is pulling his pants out of his butt.
Well, I'm getting closer. Now, if I can figure out how to stop my pants from crawling up my butt. Okay. I'm going to go hit the shower.
Hannah on her iPhone enters, passing Barry on her way in. Barry's still digging at his pants.
Pick a winner, Dad.
You know, I liked you better when you were 8.
Hannah, perfect. From now on, whenever you see your grandma doing anything bad, you run and you tell Mom. Or better yet, you write it down. It'll help you with your writing. Do they even teach cursive anymore?
Mother, please. Hannah, you do not have to report everything Grandma does.
I didn't say everything. I said if she sees me doing anything bad.
If you need me, I'll be in the car.
Interior, sunny day preschool later. A dozen preschoolers rush out with their parents. Miss Thorpe starts to clean up. Lorraine enters with Emily. Lorraine looks around.
This is what the fuss was all about? Ugh, I don't see it.
Can I help you?
Oh, I'm Lorraine Watley. This is Emily.
Emily? She seems so familiar.
Oh, she was here the other day.
Yes, that's right. But I believe I already told her parents.
Yes, no room at the inn. I know. I just heard so much about you and this place. I wanted to see how good it's run. For comparison, you know, preschool is so very important.
Well, that's very kind. And you are?
Oh, I'm Emily's grandmother.
Oh, how nice. You're visiting from...
Oh, no, not visiting. I'm here to stay. I live here with Emily and her parents.
Oh, how nice. Unusual these days.
Lorraine keys in on a frame on a shelf. It's a photo of Miss Thorpe and her mother seated with a teapot on a small side table. It looks like they are genuinely fond of each other, and her mother looks very old.
Oh, family is so very important. What a beautiful frame. Where did you get it?
Thank you. My mother actually sent it to me. That's her.
Oh, how nice. Oh, does she live in town?
Well, unfortunately, no. She's all the way across the country.
Oh, shame. I know it would kill my daughter having me that far away. And it would kill me as well. Are you two very close?
Oh, very.
Oh, distance. The older generation doesn't have much time, you know. Every day is so precious. Do you have children?
No, my mother always wanted to be a grandmother, but...
Oh, dear, I am going to take you for a nice cup of tea.
Oh, that is so kind. My mother and I drink tea together.
Oh, really?
They share a moment as we cut to. Interior kitchen, living room, night. Dinner table. No one is talking. Lorraine keeps looking at her watch. Barry tries to get some conversation going.
So, Lorraine, how was your day today?
Fine.
Okay, Gail, how was your day?
Fine.
Hannah, I'm guessing your day was fine?
Guess.
Well, I think tomorrow I'm ready to ride my bike to work the whole way. Lorraine, why do you keep looking at your watch every 5 minutes? Do you have somewhere you need to be?
What? What? Oh, no. I just like to know what time it is.
You know, Lorraine, with all those digital clocks they have today, half the kids can't even tell time. That's got to bug you, huh? So, what time is it?
Hello? Yes? Really? Wow, that is so great. Thank you so much. That was Miss Thorpe from Sunny Day. She found a spot for Emily. We're on the list.
What? Wow! How did that happen? That's great.
She also said she's looking forward to my mother's baked goods.
Thank God that pinched-faced spinster finally called. My stomach's been in knots. Maybe it was all that tea I drank when I listened to that woman prattle on.
What did you say to her?
What do you care? Emily's in, and I think we can consider the whole speeding ticket incident even. She's all the drama for nothing.
Lorraine exits.
Barry, it wasn't about the speeding ticket. It was about.
I know that, and you know that. And more than likely, she knows that.
You're right. I wonder what she did to that poor Miss Thorpe.
It's too gruesome to think about.
I hear rent is really cheap in South Dakota. What if we found her a place there?
Let's run the numbers.
Maybe use 500 calories a day for groceries.
And no cable TV.
We can get her a dog sled instead of a car.
It's got to be a lot cheaper.
Google it. Google it.
I'm Googling.
As Barry and GAIL start whittling away Lorraine's expenses, we fade out. End of show.
There we go. Excellent. Can I get my whole cast back? And everybody, I'm going to open up our chat too. Great. I think we had a hand from earlier on. So we're going to do a little bit of, first of all, come on, Ellen, are you here?
I'm here, but I can't.
Take your thing off your lens.
Oh, wait.
Oh, there you go. All right, so we're gonna do a quick talk back. One of my perks is that I get to start this whole conversation. So Joel, I'm gonna go to Joel. Joel, tell me, tell me about the background behind the story. So I know a little bit. I want you to share with your audience as well.
Well, this was a loving tribute to my mother, who all the funny stuff is her, all the meaner stuff is a little less her, but she was a force to be reckoned with. She passed away this year, and I wanted to see this read. I wrote it about 10 years ago, actually, and tinkered with it now and again, but that was the genesis. I wanted to write a multicam. They don't do as many nowadays, but when they're fun, they're really fun. It's a stage play, with a lot of people. But
that's great. Was there any difference in what we did than what you have done in the past on when you're actually on set?
No, I mean, that's like a great performance table read. From there you'd take it and you'd start, putting it on its feet and giving people business. But it was that was really a great 100% full energy table read. To hear how it sounds. From there, you'd make adjustments and do some rewrites before the next day when you'd put it on its feet.
Got it. Traditionally, how many rewrites do you have before it actually gets on its feet?
Five major rewrites, and then during taping, you'd be usually then it's just down to the jokes, getting different jokes in. I would say, like this story is pretty locked in, so you wouldn't do anything major. It would be just tweaking the dialogue here and there where the rhythms were different, or like once you hear it out loud, it's so different than when it's on paper and you just hear it in your head.
Right. So, so for our audience, which we still have a really big audience, I'm thrilled. You guys can actually type into the Q&A, or you could type into the chat, whatever you want to do, or you could raise your hand. So anything that you want to do, and you could just comment or ask a question or whatever you like. So. So Ellen, don't go far because my question is actually to you.
No, I just had to yell something.
Okay. All right. So my question is going to you, Ellen. So, so how did you feel in the rhythm of this piece versus a play? Because you and I have known each other for a little while and working together. How did you feel the rhythm over Zoom versus a play versus a TV script? How did it differ for you?
Well, I think that the flow has to be faster, and you have to keep connecting fast, and so it's a little different for me because you have to go. You say faster, but I mean it's not like you're just saying lines faster. You're thinking and you're doing, and it just all has to be there.
It has to connect, sure. Yeah. Sure. So I'm looking at everybody who's here, and I see Hildy Brooks, and I have to say hi to Hildy because I haven't seen you in so long. hello, Hildy, or it's Jim. So it's great. I'm just giving you a shout out along with everybody else. This is wonderful. So we have, I got to tell you, we have Yoko and Narahashi, who always, not always, but very often comes in from Japan. She watches this from Japan. So I have to say, I have to read her comment because she's in Japan. And she says, yay, wonderful, wonderful. So funny, wonderful actors writing and directing. What a beautiful tribute, can be shown anywhere in the world. So thank you very much. And then we have another comment says, great production, loved all the performances. Todd, what were the challenges of directing such a big cast in this format? So thanks, Tom, for the question. Honestly, you know, when you're working with wonderful people, the size of the cast makes absolutely no difference. And this is a terrific cast. So it was quite easy. It wasn't much of a problem. The biggest things that we have to work on are certainly our ins and our outs, which is more of a tech thing. But everybody, you know, we adjusted to our characters and we got a lot going on from a character perspective. So that was all great. And honestly, adjusting the beats, everybody took direction. I mean, you know, it's a great cast. I mean, everybody's a professional. So there was never really a problem. Brenda, this is your first time in smartphone theater. And Brenda and I have worked together. We worked together over the summer, but in a completely different capacity. Tell me your experience now that you're here.
Oh, I had so much fun. And it's amazing the connection that you can find even over Zoom with the other characters and the relationships that you can kind of create, even just through the box. And I just really enjoyed working with everyone and meeting everybody. And the script was so much fun. So thanks for having me.
Fantastic. Wonderful job. I'm going to Mitch Levine. You have your hand up. So you're on.
I just want to say, first of all, congrats to this wonderful cast and to you, Todd, and to Joel. Just a sensational realization. I didn't think, Todd had told me a few days ago he was doing this particular project, and I have to admit I was skeptical about the ability to deliver this kind of format, this kind of comedy on Zoom. And you have affirmed that it works. It's just so incredibly delightful. I mean, like you said, Todd, having great talent certainly is the #1 ingredient, and having great writing is an equal ingredient. But I just directed a stage comedy, which is very dependent on laughs, and I found it a very challenging experience to do that. Because there was no audience, because as we all know as stage people, you know, the theater is a dialogue between the audience and the actors on stage as much as it is a dialogue between actors or between characters. And I felt you overcame all of that in this. I mean, it felt like a living, breathing sitcom. It was fantastic. And I just want to compliment you all for realizing and affirming the validity of this smartphone theater format to bring this kind of work to life.
Oh, thanks, Mitch. That means a lot.
I just wanted to say, Todd, I was really fortunate to hook up Joe Keys, who had written a couple of plays that you guys did over at Smartphone Theater. I was really fortunate that I knew him and that he hooked me up with you and Smartphone Theater. And when I went online and saw all the actors that you use and just the level of professionalism, I felt really good that, you know, every actor would bring something to the table, and they did. You know, seeing it and writing it, I get it 70% there, and then I hand it off to you, the director, and the actors to make it live and to add stuff. And you guys all added extra funny, which when I was executive producing it, sitcoms and whatnot, look, I would pray that the actors would make it extra funny because I didn't want to do rewrites all night. So if they could make it come alive a little bit, I could go home early. And everybody added so much. So
great.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Joel. It's been a pleasure. It really has. It's been, you know, we've been on this for like 10 days, 2 weeks.
10 days.
So, yeah, and it's been so much fun. So thanks very much. Anybody have you guys, if you want to chime in, just interrupt me and let me know. Aly, your fan club is obviously chiming in. Bruce, Bruce, who you know, Bruce Robinson says, terrific cast. I especially love Aly. So I'm hoping that when she's a star, she'll throw me a gig out of pity. So, love that.
Thank you,
love
Bruce.
that. Yes,
How do you do
yes.
that?
I'm going to go to
I don't know
Lisa Richards. So, Lisa, you're on.
I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I did feel it was funny, and I didn't miss the laughter because I was smiling and laughing the whole time. I mean, you know, sometimes you feel sometimes laughter is too much in a show. This was just funny. It was great when Grandma couldn't get to the toilet. The big thing I think is you can't send Grandma away because we want to see the next episode. That's the big thing. I hope they reject Grandma or they send her back home soon.
Mm.
There. But it was a wonderful cast, and I thought it was, Todd, I thought it really worked really well.
Great. Thanks, Lisa. Thank you very much. So, yeah, again, you know, you have a really good writing and a wonderful cast, and then I just have to give everybody little nudges on very rare occasions, and that's it. So,
You know, I notice on sitcoms too, and you all notice it, that, I mean, that was always the argument with the, you'd go in and you'd laugh it on, before it goes on the air, you'd go to a laugh session, and the laugh person would just start cranking up the knob on every line. And it's just like, no, let it breathe. You can't, nothing, you know, and the laugh track is so annoying. And so it was really nice to see it without that, you know, let the audience laugh where they want to. These are characters that are funny for each other, whether anybody's watching or not. And I think that's the key. And you all the actors were just naturally funny and interesting, and you know, brought a human, like they were doing their thing without anybody watching, which is a really testament to Todd and the actors, you know.
No, Joel, I'm really glad you brought that up because it affirms the personal reason for me why I act, and that is really to bring words to life. I didn't know what to expect with all the Zoom. I mean, I teach 5th grade now, and so I'm familiar with the platform, but I didn't know what it would be like not to have, because your laugh lines, your writing is so funny, and it's so on, and it's almost like Neil Simon, and that the timing. What would it be without having to pause for a laugh? I thought, you know, because normally you'd have to pause for a laugh, especially on TV. And then you brought it up, you know, 100%, 70%. Thank you for giving us the credit for bringing it 100%, because I tell you, I gave it a solid 70% tonight. And but you affirmed it, Joel. You affirmed why it's, you know, when it comes down to it, it's really about bringing words to life, and this new platform is less of a challenge and more of an opportunity for us to explore new ways to bring words to life.
I wanted to say, Joel, with what you said, it's so much more. It's so much funnier, but in a real way. And you really, really get to know the characters without that laugh, that phony laugh stuff. It's just, now you feel more intimate knowing the characters. And I think it was a terrific piece. I had a lot of fun, but it was real too. And I loved that.
Great. We're going to go to Leslie Townsend. Leslie, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Oh, really? I'm so inept at this stuff.
You're doing great.
This is fabulous. Oh my gosh, I can't even believe that you can hear me.
We can.
Oh my gosh, let's have a whole nother sitcom about this. I thought I was just in the, you know, in the wall. I thought I was in the wall.
No, not at all. Not at all. Well, where are you calling? Where are you?
Barry, I loved you too, Barry. I loved you.
That's great. Well, thanks. Do you have any questions, or because we
No, well, you know, I was very skeptical about this kind of format, obviously, because you can't connect with each other. These artists, these actors and actresses were just phenomenal. It's so wonderful to see a piece that's in your head. You know, I love Joel. Joel is the best writer, and he's so obviously talented and over the top ready. And then you have your participants so wonderful. I just was so excited about it all. I really didn't even think I could even connect to this.
Thanks, Leslie, for jumping in. Leslie's a dear old friend of mine. A super funny comedian and actress herself, singer, dancer, beauty pageant winner many times. I forget what you
Stop
say.
it. I'm an old queen. Stop. But Joel, you have the you're so remind me so much of who oh gosh, I can't. There's someone else said it.
Neil Simon.
Neil Simon, yes, thank you so much, Missy. I just so Neil.
Leslie, call me later and blow smoke. I love to hear it.
No. I knew Neil. I knew him, and I know that rhythm is fabulous.
He set the pace. He created that rhythm for shows. He really did. That back and forth. Oh, look at it, little baby.
All right, Leslie, thank you.
Thank you.
Leslie.
Thank you. All right, and we're going to Phyllis Hamilton.
That baby.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, so I was really caught up in the drama of it all, and I just felt like I was present with all of you, and that you were all present when even though you were in different places. But I loved all the characters. I love the way. Oh, she's waving. So I especially liked all the facial expressions.
Good.
They're so tremendous for each one of you, and it just felt like that went to more create the character than the words and the expression of the words. So kudos to all of you. It was great. I would have liked to have seen some more comedy in the comedy. What do you call it? Anyway, the comedy session for the speeding ticket.
Comedy traffic school.
Yes.
That would have been fun. But anyway, very nice. I greatly enjoyed it. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Phyllis.
Thanks, Mom.
Oh,
hey, nice.
From
Oh, oh, okay. We didn't know. All right. Stu Berg.
Yes, Stuart.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hi, Marie. First of all, I want to tell you guys you did a really, really terrific job, and I enjoyed it thoroughly. And I've had the privilege of having an opportunity to have worked with, just about not quite every one of you, Marie, and of course, Millie, and Jennifer, and all the rest. But I'm sorry, Joel, I'm not sure if we've met or not, but why did you take Emily away from you? You gave Emily back to her mother?
I don't know if I understand.
No, she had the baby.
Oh, the baby.
Oh, the baby. Little M.
Yeah. Anyway, but what I do want to do is I want to particularly, I think you guys did a great job, but I want to particularly compliment my good friend and buddy, Todd. Last week I had thank you, Joe. Last week I did a piece that had 4 actors in it. And I thought that, how can this possibly be? And we didn't put it up as a table read. And without Todd, I think we'd all be still looking at a blank screen. And I just want to let you guys know, if you have the opportunity to do it again, what a monumental undertaking he takes up every week. And I think we should all be very, very pleased that he's with us. And I don't think you need lipstick, Marie. I think you look just fine.
She looks great.
He looks wonderful. Anyway, I hope I get a chance to work with those of you that I have not had a chance to work with. And I'm going to go to your comedy school. I have to do that, son. Anyway, that's all I had to say. But
thank you, Stu. Thanks, Stu, very much. And Raajeev, just so since we are talking sitcoms and comedy, so Raajeev, who plays Mr. SANJEEV, is a comic, established comic, yes?
Yes.
Along with, we have a bunch of, I think a few people on our screen have actually have right, had careers as stand-ups. So, Raajeev, what's the transition from going from in front of a mic to now in front of a camera or a Zoom?
Yeah, Todd, that's a very good question. So typically in stand-up, and Leslie, who called, she's a stand-up comedian, and she's the one who connected me to Joel at the Ice House. Typically in stand-up, you have like a premise and a punchline, right? And this is something I was on a Nickelodeon show like 5 years back, and it took some getting used to because you really have to trust your instincts. And it's not about a lot of times the individuals, but the dynamics. And so there may not be a punchline, but then also nonverbal expressions and other things matter quite a bit. And I really enjoyed this play because I found myself laughing, especially even if I was not in traffic school, like some of the lines that LORAINE had, I mean, about off character, about, commenting, hey, put on some lipstick or this, I was just laughing out loud. And I think it's just how you write this thing, you really have to trust your instincts, and doesn't have to be like a punchline kind of a thing. It's just that you establish the character and then you just play to that.
Very good. It's funny you say that because sometimes I get caught up in the story. So I've got I'm pressing buttons, but sometimes I get caught up in the story and I laugh myself and I forget to go back to the script to figure out where I actually am. So, and that happens. So that's funny enough, it's almost a skill just to keep my attention on the script and stay away from the story. Don't enjoy the story so much because otherwise I won't have the cues. So I get it. And this is one of those stories that pulls you away and you laugh out loud. So
now, somebody said, they want to come to the traffic school. Make sure you leave your babies behind. No babies at my traffic school.
All right. Gina Acosta.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello. Well, congratulations, everyone. Todd, again, an amazing giant rabbit out of the hat, but you had a lot of great rabbits to work with, and they just came popping out of the hat. So congratulations. And it's so great to see Marie and my friend Ellen and you, of course, and just really, really fun. And I just have to totally agree that I love it without the laugh track. I just think it grounds it grounds the actor. I've always been a huge resistor when someone says you need 3 laughs before page 5. Pardon my French, fuck that. Just do your work and it'll be great. And so I enjoyed it so much, and I enjoyed being introduced to Joel's writing. And I would love to write a play with Leslie coming to the driving school. I want to write that play. But it was really enjoyable, and thank you guys so much. And it's things like this where so many people have come together, and I know, Todd, how hard you work, that those of us writing in our own little pods in a vacuum, we go, wait, there are people out there. We're not totally alone. People are out there creating, and I have to remember that because it helps me get through my day. And this was a wonderful way to put a button on my day. So thank you guys
Gina. Thank
so
you
much for such a wonderful hour.
Oh, awesome. And I have to tell you, I'm so happy that for this experience and that this worked, because it's crazy that we're indoors so much and so frequently. And I really love the laughter. I love bringing the laughter into the house. And I think all of us need to laugh. So the fact that this little experiment to do our first sitcom, our first table read, was successful, all that means is that there will be more. So to all you sitcom writers out there who have pilots or specs or productions that just haven't gone, let me know.
Careful what you wish for.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I know. But we need laughter. So I'm all for it. All right. So it's a little bit after 6. So that's our witching hour. Everybody check back on our website for what's going to happen next week. So hopefully we'll have a Christmas show. Aly, yes, what's happening?
Hello. I just want to say thank you, Todd and Joel, for bringing me this opportunity. And I mean, it's been so much fun working on this show, and it really gives me something to do. And it's been really nice and fun. And thank you for. I mean, I have a wonderful cast, and it's so much fun working with them. And all of you guys are amazing. You just make me smile like every time we're in rehearsal. Just thank you.
Hey, Aly, thank you. And you know, Aly, you and I have only known each other less than a year, and just believe it or not, I'm watching you grow up in this short period of time, or either that or just your comfort level, and it's such a pleasure. And I'm totally honest when I say, just remember me when I knock on your door, because
I will.
I see big.
I
things
totally will.
I see big things for you. Yes.
I just want to say thank you again, and Ellen, thank you so much. It was, you know, in a sitcom, it's rare for the lead to have so much to do, and you carried so much water in this. It just a special thanks to you. You did all the turns. You're a great actress. And I knew that when I saw your reel, and Todd suggested you, and then we had so many friends in common, but it was really quite a task.
Yes.
And I enjoyed every moment of it, and I want to thank everybody. It was great and so much fun. Todd, thank you for bringing me here. Joel, what a wonderful piece, and I love the character, and I wish you the best of luck with this. And I just want to thank everybody. I had a ball.
Great. To the cast and to Joel, everybody else. I'm going to send you guys an email really quick. We're going to do a quick wrap up. So after we say goodbye to our audience, we're going to do a quick wrap up and just, you know, a little toast and so forth.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Yes. So check your email in about 2 minutes. To everybody else in the audience, I want to say thank you guys. It was great. Wonderful comments. And again, check the website for next week, and we'll hopefully have a Christmas holiday show for you next Friday. Okay. All right. See you soon. Thank you. Have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe. Bye, guys.